Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagadguru Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to our Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to our 12 Alvars. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi, and I pay my obeisances to Lord Sriman Narayan. I welcome all of you here physically at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome all those that's watching this discourse locally, nationally, and internationally, and I welcome in advance those that's going to be watching this discourse when it is posted on YouTube and the various groups from around the world subsequently. I want to wish everyone, all the fathers, a happy Father's Day. And I think Malin's father is the happiest father here today because very soon he'll be giving Malin away. My Guru, Swami Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj, father of all fathers, Lord Sri Ramanuj, father of all fathers, and Lord Sriman Narayan, the original father. I wish all of them a happy Father's Day, and I hope today after service, all the fathers will be pampered. The wives will have the mouth full and zipped so fathers can breathe peacefully and have a peaceful day today. So, I want to give you a feedback what happened this week, and I think it is relevant, and it's also going to start changing the world. An incident that happened on Wednesday is going to start changing the Sanatan Dharmic world eventually. So again, I was given an invite from a lady in ISKCON, and I was asked to meet them at the temple on Wednesday, and I responded, accepted the invitation, and responded accordingly. I took with me 3 generations of disciples, Yajvan, his father, and his father. Okay? And baby Yajvan, I'm sure when I'm long gone, will say that this was the earthquake and I was there. So we had a meeting in the main shrine, and our delegation was ambushed. Our delegation was ambushed. So Tana is showing his discontent that he was not invited on Wednesday. I completely forgot about Dana. Alright? And in future, all of you, whenever we are invited, if I forget Dana, remember I get up 3 o'clock in the morning to go to work. And sometimes I'm forgetful. So we forgot to take Dana. So I just want to explain to you what happened. There is a video, and I think that video needs prints. You do a write-up on the video and I'll share it to the world. Because when I make a comment here, when I'm seated on the Vyasasana, I'm serious. I am serious. I don't make mistakes when I'm seated here. But out there, I'm an ordinary human being. I make millions of mistakes daily. But on this Vyasasana, transcendental knowledge cannot be mistaken. Transcendental knowledge is absolutely pure, it's eternal, it's ever existing. And what is eternal, pure, and ever existing, can there be a mistake? But the mistake is temporary, and eternal it has to be pure. You understand? So whatever I stated for the previous 2 weeks, and I'm stating today, and maybe I'll do 100 discourses in unraveling the works of Swami Prabhupada. It will all be eternal, transcendental, and 100% true. So initially, what's his name, Jessica? That guy that...
Prabhu Shakti.
Prabhu?
Shakti.
The one that convened, that
Yes.
spoke to me. Prabhu Shakti. Okay, I'm not too sure. Or not Prabhu Krishna.
His correct name is Shakti. I don't know what's his initiated name.
Okay, alright. So you will see on that video, he informed us that he was disappointed in the way I insulted his guru. True? And they said they were emotional and they were hurt. And I responded by saying immediately, in the first sentence, that whatever I did, your guru did. Your guru insulted the Advaitin philosophy. He insulted Swami Sivananda, and how you are feeling, the devotees of Swami Sivananda felt exactly the same. Is that a good response?
Yes.
Is that a scientific response?
Yes.
Does it answer him and his congregation's questions? Does it put an end to this discussion? It should naturally. If you are a logical, commonsensical person, even if you're 5-year-old like Yajvan, from that part, Yajvan lost his interest. Because he knew his guru delivered the answer, and Yajvan is 5 years old. Then he started fiddling and playing because he knew the reason for that visit was over. Right then, we're supposed to shake hands, have lunch in the dining room, and leave. Yes or no? Is that not logical? Is that not what divine people would do? People that come from a divine lineage. Is that not the procedure? Again, I'm saying common sense and logic. To be spiritual, you only need common sense. That is spirituality. As soon as you attain common sense, you attain humility with common sense, don't you?
Yes.
When you are complicated, are you humble? When you are simple, are you humble? Do you understand? So first sentence of mine should have closed this discussion, because I would have felt embarrassed by inviting a delegation to my ashram, and when I asked a question, he answered me on the spur of the moment with an answer that cannot be disputed. Yes or no? If you ask me why as a guru I insulted your guru, and I ask you why did your guru insult another guru, have you any case?
No.
Have you any case?
No.
Even if we had to go to the Constitutional Court, any case there, Norman? First, you're supposed to check your guru's behavior. You looked at my behavior, then you must look at your own guru's behavior. And if your guru behaves exactly as I behave, then it is a normal behavior for gurus. It is a normal behavior for gurus. That means gurus supposed to behave this way. Because your guru behaved this way, why must your guru call people rascals? Is calling someone a rascal a good thing? I didn't call them a rascal. I just said, what did I say? I spoke about dancing. I spoke about dancing. Norman, if you dance from today until the cows come home, they're nearby, what transcendental knowledge would you get? It is your own ecstasy. You understand? So, I'm being scientific. I'm saying dancing won't take you to God. Dancing won't take you to God. The Vedas will take you to God. What's wrong in saying that? Am I not speaking the truth? And I am saying that the Asintya Veda Aveda philosophy is not found in the Vedas. And I'm saying I can prove this. So do you know what this head of the delegation told me? It's on video. He said the Asintya Veda Aveda philosophy is exactly Lord Ramanuja's philosophy. There is no difference. It's on video. This is why, Prince, I want you to do a write-up on this video and send it to the world. Alright? So I told him no. And he told me yes. 3 times I told him no. How many times? 3 times. Now, how many of you know AI? You heard of AI? What's AI? Artificial intelligence. I want you to go on your phone now. How many of you got data? Go on your phone now and ask artificial intelligence, not a disciple, not a disciple of his God. Alright? Go to artificial intelligence and ask artificial intelligence, is there a difference between Asintya, Aveda, Veda and Vishesh Advaita? What you must ask? And that artificial intelligence will laugh first, will have a big joke first and then give you an answer. That they are totally different. They are totally different. Okay? So I'm putting this meeting in its context. If artificial intelligence knows more than that leader of that congregation, is it worth me having a debate with this concept? You understand? Because in a debate, you must have factual people. People who knows the absolute truth. And this is why I went there. I went there to educate them. So, the first point was, point number 1 was, they are hurt in their heart. The soul lives in the heart, isn't it? So their soul was hurt that I made this. What I did was out of the world. That they felt I degraded their guru was out of the world until I reminded them that their guru did exactly the same. Mali, you can walk up and down there. I know last week he was afraid to go past this one. Don't be afraid. Your guru went there and sorted it out. Not your guru, your father-in-law. Alright? You can walk up and down. Even if you're hungry, go buy some food. Okay? Point number 2 was that I stated that philosophy is not in the Vedas. They try to cheat. This is called cheating. And Swami Prabhupada is fond of the word cheating. Throughout his commentary, he discusses cheating. So I'm quoting him, their guru. Alright? And he said, a cheating disciple will get a cheating guru. Who said this? Swami Prabhupada. It's there in his writings. Okay? That too you can ask AI. Go to AI, go to Google, artificial intelligence, type in what Swami Prabhupada said, cheating disciple, cheating. They'll give you the exact page and which commentary and where it was stated. A cheating disciple will get a cheating guru. I'm not saying this. Who's saying this? Their guru. So if he stated that Asintya Veda Veda, and I'm saying this again, there's evidence. There is evidence. If he stated Asintya Veda Aveda and Vishesh Advaita is the same, and if AI tells you it is different, if scriptures tell you it is different, if everything tells you it is different, was he not cheating in that meeting? Was he not cheating in that meeting?
Yes.
Is he not a cheat? And this is why I said they ambushed this delegation. So that was number 2. And they go on and on for 41 minutes. How long does it take for a normal person if I came to you and told you, Norman, why did you insult my guru? And Norman says, your guru insulted another guru exactly the same. Can you go on and on for 41 minutes? That video is 41 minutes. I think 3 minutes was not videoed out of it. So what it tells you of the assimilation aspect, mental assimilation aspect of this devotees of Swami or disciples of Swami Prabhupada. Low. Very low. We have a worker, his name is KK. Alright? We'll meet him. We tell him the same thing every day at work what to do. And it is very difficult. He's working for us for 3 years now. Still can't make it. And I'm putting them in this category. 41 minutes I'm telling them the same thing. 41 minutes in a row. You can see the video. I'm telling them the same thing. And they're telling me the same thing. Saying, Prabhu, we hurt. And I'm saying, yes, your guru hurt other people. I hurt you. For 41 minutes. The video is 41 minutes. Then they brought in, so that convener, I'm going hard on that convener, because he tried to ambush me. He brought in 2 male members, which Abhi reminded me this morning. I should call them G-strings. Call them G-strings. And now they will say, hey, they might haul me over again and say, how did you use the word G-string on the Vyasasana? Because those who wear G-string gossip, is it? Those who wear briefs don't gossip. Yes or no? Oh, I don't know if you're wearing bloomers. That is how distasteful their comments were it not?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
Now you're sitting in the main shrine. You're sitting in the main shrine. It is your domain. It is your domain. Shakti, you said, Jess?
That is right.
Okay. Shakti's domain, their shrine, their guru, their God. I came with my delegation, males and females. What is the decorum if visitors enters your house? Leave a shrine. If visitors enters your house, what is the decorum? Welcome, respect. Doesn't matter it's your enemy. Welcome and respect. That's in your house. This is the domain, the heart of ISKCON in Durban, is it not?
Yes.
Yes. So as soon as we landed there, I heard Shakti looking for Rajan. I heard Shakti looking for Rajan. He inquired from his members whether Rajan has arrived. Where's Rajan? Okay, later I'm going to tie this up. So remember, I was a policeman for 10 years. Policeman for 10 years. I worked in SAP Bria. Murder, robbery, rape was very, very right. I arrested over 1,000 Schedule 1 criminals myself. How many? Dana, you're a former policeman?
Yes, sir.
You think there are many policemen in this category to singularly, only in 10 years,
No.
arrest and have prosecuted over 1,000 Schedule 1 criminals?
No.
That means I caught them in the act, murder, in the act, robbery, I shot, they shot, I arrested, and I put them in jail. And we have, Prince, when you came to this satsang 3 years ago, you came with a Dashin member. He's watching this discourse. Keith, how you Keith? Right? Keith Abraham, he's watching this discourse just now, he'll comment. He was a Dashin gangster. And I whacked him every week and asked him. I was afraid of no one. And he gave a testimony here at the ashram. He volunteered and gave a testimony on how and what our interaction was. How and what our interaction was. So I'm a policeman for 10 years. I took Sherwin. After the divorce, Sherwin said, Dad, when I came back, I want to see, I left Sherwin when he was 3 and I came back when he was 10. So he didn't have an interactive relationship with the father for 10 years. So he said, Dad, I want to know you. I only heard bad things from mommy and my granny, but now I want to know you for myself. So I took him to Warwick Avenue. And in Warwick Avenue, I told the gangsters, tell this son of mine who I was. And what they told you, Shawan? You know, Norman, if you looked at me for more than a second, you was done. How long? If I'm walking in Warwick Avenue and you looked at me for more than a second, down. Imagine if I wasn't a guru, and these two G strings, if I met them outside, if I met these G strings outside the meeting on Wednesday, when we met? Thursday. Okay, on Thursday, thank God RK Khan is nearby. They wouldn't have needed a helicopter. Vasan would have taken them. You know how compassionate Vasan is. Broken heads, broken eyes. Thank God I'm a guru. They are still intact. So I'm coming from this discipline. And I said everything I say, Norman, is evidence-based. So there was one boy that should look at me every day at Himalaya House. And he made sure he looked at me, and he made sure I took out his glasses and sounded him. That went on for years. He looked at me, I pulled out his glasses, and I rocked him. So one day my mama, my youngest mama, invited me. He said, there's a proposal, informal proposal, just come and meet the boy. So I went to his house, and as I walked in, I saw someone jump from the settee and try to defend himself. It was the same boy from Warwick Avenue that was now getting proposed to my cousin. So I called him outside, I had a little chat with him, we shook hands, he hugged, I hugged, and we said this secret will never be known in the family. Alright? So that's evidence. Is it not evidence, Norman? Because I can take you to him and he'll tell you how many thousands of smacks he got just for looking at me 1 second too long. So God prepared me for false philosophies. Can't you see? Can't you see? I'm prepared for false philosophies, philosophers, and false devotees. I'm ready for this. I went in the military, I had the 4th highest training ranked in the world. And then I went into law. I never lost a case in law. I became a director in a law firm. My job was investigations. When I first went there, we had put a white receptionist, because if Indians see white receptionists and blacks see white receptionists, with Indian and black advocates and lawyers will say this is a top firm. When we tell a white girl, bring me a cup of coffee, how it looks, Norman? You understand? And in there we never lost a case. And I was a investigator. If the lawyer or the advocate needed 10 bullets to win the case, I gave them 1,000. I gave them 1,000. So I was getting prepared. I was getting prepared to investigate scripture. This is where I am now. No one can lie to me about scripture. There's nobody on this earth. God trained me. First, military, so that I'm not afraid of 108 temples around the world. In fact, if they take me, I'm prepared to go to all the 108 temples around the world, sit with them and teach them the Vedas. Their guru never taught them the Vedas. The guru never taught them the Vedas. ISKCON has no knowledge of the Vedas. And I have evidence of that. You see, Bhagavad Gita, Lord Sri Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita when? How many years ago? 5,000 years ago? He was here? He spoke the Bhagavad Gita? He did? Why didn't he personally, he was here for how long is 5,000 years for God? Not too long? We know God is absolute. Do we know? Why didn't he form the Atsintya Veda philosophy when he was here? As Lord Krishna. Why didn't he say whilst he was here that Lord Narayan emanates from me, I am the Supreme God? Why didn't he say that? He was here 5,000 years ago. Do you understand? Why must a human being come after Lord Sri Krishna and say that Lord Sri Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and Lord Narayan comes from him? Why must a human being say that when God can say it himself? You understand? You understand it, Bhai? You understand? God was here. If God wanted to change, who the Vedas belong to? God. The Vedas is the essence of the Supreme Lord. Vedas is essence of Supreme Lord. He was here 5,000 years ago. Tanya, sing. Tanya, I'm taking you to a debate. You must protect the Guru, right?
Oh, no. Maybe.
Okay? I'm taking Tanya as my backstop. Alright, I mean they got two G strings there. So I'm saying spirituality is common sense and logic. Ask yourself, Lord Krishna was here, if he wanted to change, what he would have done? He is God, he can change. Yes or no? Can human change? Can God change human? Can human change God? That is what this philosophy has done. This philosophy has changed God. This philosophy has changed God. Can a human change God? If, like in other religions, in Christianity and in Islam, Judaism, God did not come down to earth. They send a message through their prophets. Yes? Yeah, God came down to earth. He was here a couple thousand years ago. You think he doesn't have the capacity to change that? He'll send someone in a disguised as him to change that. I'm saying logically. Do you understand? Okay, I digressed a bit. I want to complete this because this video is going to be out and people are going to say why Guruji did not discuss this point. Alright? So, there's two G strings, the large, the fat one, and the thinner one. Alright? So the fat G string asked me, who's my guru? So I said, Swami Sudarshan Acharyaji. He said, do you come from the disciplic succession? I said, yes, I'm a disciple of Swami Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj. And he said, did you meet him? I said, no, I did not meet him. I met Guruji spiritually 1 year after he left his mortal coil. Then he said, how can you be a disciple of Swami Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj? Yes, he has a right to ask these questions, doesn't he?
Yes.
Do I have a right to answer?
Yes.
He did not allow me. So there are precedents, like how in law you have precedents. In spirituality we also have precedents. So if you didn't meet your guru and you became a guru without a precedent, then there can be a query on your how authentic you are. But if there is a precedent, then can there be a query? So Lord Ramanuj, on my left, he also met his guru after death. So he met his guru conceptually. And I met my guru conceptually. Is there a precedent?
Yes.
Is Lord Ramanuj not the Adi Guru of the Sri Sampradaya?
Yes.
If he met his guru conceptually and I met my guru conceptually, is it absolute?
Yes.
Is it legal?
Yes.
Is it scientific? So big G-string couldn't accept that. Okay? He just found it unfathomable. And he said he met Guruji when he was alive. He met Guruji when he was alive. And he called me this man. He called me this man. He said, I can't address him as a guru, I'll address him as this man. And they've been with Guruji whilst Guruji was alive for 20 years. So what did he learn from his guru?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. He learned nothing from Guruji because I met Guruji in 2008. 5 years later I became a guru. How many years later? 2013. There was one branch in Durban for 30 years. And there was one branch in Durban for 40 years. The branch in Durban for 40 years is in an upstairs room, 1/4 the size of this ashram. Still there for 40 years. And the other branch was in Westville. They opened the ashram, they closed the ashram, they went in a school, they ran about. Alright? Use your logic and common sense. As I said, spirituality is common sense. If 2018, in 10 years, I was with Guruji 5 years as an ordinary disciple and 5 years in 2018 as his spiritual disciple. In 10 years I opened my ashram. 30 years nobody had capacity to open the ashram in Westville, and there are quite a few multi-millionaires there. Town jewelers and there's a big story there, but I don't want to get too much. Just to say, a lot of multi-millionaires, very simple to open ashram. We bought this land for 400,000. They wanted to buy a land in La Mercy for 3 million, that 40-year-old branch, and they never did. Now ask yourself this simple question. Acharya Ji is only a devotee of Guruji from 2008. People has been there for 30 years and other people has been there for 40 years. Why couldn't they open an ashram? What is the logic? What is the logic? Why couldn't they, with all the millions in their possession, could not open an ashram? Okay? Because they were not bona fide disciples of Guruji. If any one of them would have been a bona fide disciple of Guruji, they could have opened an ashram anytime. Is it logical? Does it make sense? You can open your own Kentucky somewhere and try and match the spices, but you'll never be Kentucky Fried Chicken. So these G-strings, now I'll call them Kentucky Fried Chicken, they should go to India with a begging bowl. I know from Durban, all Guruji's devotees, they thought Guruji was a bank. Everyone took, because they were taught wrong. They were taught wrong. Even these two G strings. I know one of the G strings, smallest G string, I know him very well. And if I have to discuss who he is personally, he might commit suicide. You understand? Yet he asked me, yes, he said he is here to ask me how can I behave so despicably in relation to Swami Prabhupada. That is what upset him. Do you understand? So these people were querying my initiation and whether I am bona fide or not. Don't you think this was caucused before we entered there?
Yes.
Because the convener of this meeting, Mr. Shakti, asked for Rajan when we were standing outside in our presence. Rajan is not a member of ISKCON, and G-String Fatty is also not a member of ISKCON. They both say they're Guruji's devotees. Now we filmed both of them. Abir knew his guru is around. He just stuck the camera in both their faces. Alright? No fear. And you can see the venom and the filth. You can see their faces. Guruji, and now you know why none of these two could become the Acharya. Acharya G string 1, Acharya G string 2. Why they couldn't become the Acharya is there on the video. It is there on the video. So these are Guruji's devotees with begging bowls. They went to Guruji to beg. I also went to Guruji. And I also begged from Guruji. I said, Guruji, Durban and Westville, they are destroying. They are destroying you. The leaders are arrogant. People are crying. Their leaders can chase you out of the ashram. They say, see that gate. How you came to the gate, go through the gate. Both the leaders, on both sides. It hurt me and it hurt Mataji. And we asked Guruji how we can fix, how we can change this, because we saw who Guruji was. Do you understand? And this is why I am the foremost Acharya of Guruji in the world. I'm saying it, and the evidence is there. Go and ask I. My evidence is all over the world. There is no other disciple of Guruji that has attained my status quo. Don't you think it was the duty of these Shakti Bhai and the female that invited me, don't you think it was their duty to go on the internet, because they found this discourse where they found it?
On the internet.
So don't you think they would have known where to find me? Yes? Don't you think it was their duty before I landed there to research me? And if they research me diligently, don't you think they would have found all this evidence that I am saying? And I'm saying it again, I am the foremost #1 disciple of my Guru in the world. I am saying this ashram is the only authentic, bona fide ashram of my Guru on the African continent, consecrated as per the Pancha Agama text. This is not a Mickey Mouse ashram where we're sitting and dancing. Dancing does not authenticate this ashram. The scriptures authenticated this ashram. whatever miracles is happening in Siddhartha Ashram in India, exactly the same miracles are happening here at this ashram. Don't you think that's a spiritual DNA?
Yes.
So if these people were spiritually intelligent, that delegation that called me, they're supposed to research me. They're supposed to know everything about me. They weren't supposed to ambush me because their intention was to call me there and say, hey, you are not a bona fide
Yes.
acharya. That was their intention. And I'm going to show them. It is because of them that I'm going to unravel the teachings of ISKCON. I'm going to unravel the teachings of ISKCON. Because they're supposed to be decent. They called me into their shrine. Do you think I have a right now to go to level 2?
Yes.
Was I the first person who gave the punch, or was it ISKCON devotees that smeared and mocked Lord Ramanuja? When did I come into this situation? I came into this situation when ISKCON devotees were mocking Lord Ramanuja. They said he was kicked out of the Puri temple. In his dream, he was booted out of the Puri temple. They made YouTube videos. And then I was called internationally. I was called internationally on a WhatsApp group. And because they know I am the lion of the Sri Sampradaya, they delegated me this job to deal with these miscreants. So I did not one day get up and say, let me attack ISKCON. Although I knew the absolute truth about them, I was minding my own business until I was alerted by Sri Vaishnavas internationally to take care of these miscreants. So I am only defending Lord Ramanuj. I am only defense. And in defense of Lord Ramanuj, like how they ambushed me, Swami Prabhupada ambushed his followers. Did he not ambush his followers? Yes or no?
Yes.
But then again, I want to qualify. I want to qualify. You see, after Lord Sri Krishna left 5,000 years ago, Sanatan Dharma was lost in India. For everything people needed, they started sacrificing. They started sacrificing, and they used sacrifice as an excuse for whatever went wrong in their life or whatever was going right in their life. So if you got a son, Ashmika, you sacrifice because you're happy you got a son. If you got a daughter, you sacrifice because you're sad you got a. If you got a job, you sacrifice. And if you got fired, you sacrifice. What was happening to the animals? Amen. What was happening to the quantity of animals in India? If for every reason people were, Norman made the sign. Alright, whatever happening, shy. You understand? So Lord Sriman Narayan incarnated as Lord Buddha. And when these people were sacrificing, they quoted the Vedas. What did they quote? The Vedas. So Lord Sriman Narayan incarnated as Lord Buddha. and he told the people the Vedas is false. Don't believe in the Vedas, and he postulated his own philosophy. He postulated his own philosophy, about 25%. The rest are from the Vedas. So what happened in India? Huh? Unnecessary killing of animals stopped. Is it logical for God to do that? If Lord Buddha had to teach them the Vedas and redirect them and tell them, no, you cannot sacrifice, we got a special way of sacrificing in the Vedas. How many years do you think it would have taken people to understand that? A long time. So he said the Vedas is false. When he said that the Vedas is false, then people believed it instantaneously. Yes? So sacrificing animals stopped. India reverted back to vegetarianism. Alright? But stopping the Vedas, it only helped at that point in time. Unnecessary killing. As the years went on, can the Vedas be stopped?
No.
Cannot be stopped. So there is, in the Padma Purana, stated that Lord Shiva will take his birth and he will give a philosophy which is semi-contradictory to the Vedas. And he came as Adi Shankar Acharya. Lord Shiva came as Adi Shankar Acharya with a trans-atheistic philosophy where he kicked out Buddhism, but he brought in the Upanishads. He brought in the Upanishads. He brought out the Bhagavad Gita from the Mahabharata. And he did a commentary on the Vedanta Sutra. And his philosophy is the founder of the Advaita philosophy. Alright? He founded it officially, but there were other gurus that were postulating the same philosophy prior to him. Prior to him. Did he do good when he brought in the Vedas? Although his philosophy is not 100% pure, but he kicked out Buddhism and he brought in the Vedas. Do you understand? Did he do good for that point in time?
Yes.
But is his philosophy true? So, was Buddha's philosophy true? Do you understand? But it does do good to humanity by reverse thinking. This is called reverse thinking. So similarly, Lord Ramanuj took his birth in the 10th century and he kicked out all the philosophies and he re-established the Vedas that was lost originally. What he did? In its absolute. So the Vedas have no compiler. The Vedas have no author. There is no author to the Vedas because the Vedas is eternal. If you put an author to the Vedas, then it loses its eternality because an author is obviously going to restrict the eternality. Yes or no?
Yes.
But Vedavyas, who appeared in the time of the Mahabharata, together with Lord Sri Krishna, he appeared with Lord Sri Krishna as a partial incarnation of Lord Sriman Narayan. So you got a full avatar of Sriman Narayan in the Mahabharata, and you got a partial incarnation of Sriman Narayan as Dvaipanya Krishna, who is Vedavyas, the compiler that last compiled this Vedas from which I am reading to you. He's a compiler. Vyasa means to compile the Vedas. He's a compiler. What does a compiler do? Yes, he brings all the information, he compiles it. He is not the author. Friends, you are the compiler of my biography. I am the author of my biography. Yes or no? Okay. Prince brought all the information. Maybe he wants the royalties. Okay, I'm making it clear, Prince. There's a reference here. I can go back to it. Okay, that I told you in a satsang on Father's Day, that don't be waiting to take all the royalties. Alright? But there will be a portion. I will talk to him after satsang. You understand? So Veda Vyas compiled the Veda in Lord Krishna's time, and Lord Krishna is the avatar of Lord Sriman Narayan. Do you think God does not have the capacity to tell the compiler, let's branch off into some other philosophies? Because the compiler is there and the Supreme Lord is there together, both in the Mahabharata. And if you want to go hit the off-ramp, you think God does not have the capacity to tell the compiler, fit in this philosophy of Asintya Veda Veda, or fit in this philosophy of Veda Aveda, or fit in this philosophy of Advaita? You think whilst God was on this planet Earth, I can see Vasan is peeping and looking at me, it means meal time. He went like this, strained his neck to look at the Guru. That's given me a sign that I was shocked that I had a phone call from him at 25 to 8, and he said he's almost finished with the fish salad. And I was absolutely shocked. On a Sunday, my boy is doing well. Alright? So Vasan, I told you on the phone, I want to tell you in this discourse, Mataji gave the secret away to the Banwari Lal family. They've been massaging my feet since Friday. And Prince overheard the secret. He took an entire foot. For 2 hours I had to have my foot suspended while she's being massaged. Okay? So Vas, there is competition, my boy. Yeah. So God was here 5,000 years ago. If there's any philosophies God wanted, He would have directed the compiler. He would have directed the compiler. He won't send somebody later. You think it makes sense?
Yes.
Through your great hunger, can you all understand? All of you can understand? The rumbling stomach, hunger. Before I started my discourse, I told everyone of Vasan's fish salad. Through all of that, can you understand? Yes, because you must be logical. We must not be like these rascals We must not be like these rascals from ISKCON. We must be educated. And where's your education? In the Vedas. Don't take people and ambush them. Don't take people and ambush them in your shrine. It's not a healthy thing. And you know my take on people who do things like this. What I always say. Bad parenting. Means your parents were ambushers. Their parents were ambushers. And there's a whole couple generations of parents that were ambushers. Yes or no? Is it logical? Because if they had good, proper parenting, they would have not ambushed me. Divine people would not have ambushed me. They weren't really upset what I said about the Guru. They're upset because I'm going to unveil them. That lie that they're living in. You know, when you live in a lie for many years and somebody is now coming to expose that lie, that is what upset. Can you see divinity in an ambush?
No.
Can you see divinity in an ambush?
No.
Any one of those delegates there could have asked those people to leave as soon as they became disobedient to me. I'm an acharya. I am an acharya. For an acharya to enter another temple, there's protocol. Is there protocol?
Yes.
Yes, because they believed in their caucus with these two G strings that I was not bona fide. They showed disrespect right at the outset. Yes or no?
Yes.
Even if I was a fake acharya, as disciples of Swami Prabhupada, you're supposed to follow all decorum and take care of me through decorum and release me through decorum. You understand? So, this is my reason. If you are spiritual at the level of ISKCON, remember, at one stage, ISKCON was the pinnacle of Sanatana Dharma. You couldn't touch them. You couldn't touch their devotees. Their sari they wore in a certain way. They put a dot in a certain way. And they were untouchables. Yes or no?
Yes.
Is it known around the world? Yes. Did they insult other gurus?
Yes.
They insulted everyone. ISKCON insulted every guru, every deity. They mocked Lord Shiva. They mocked Lord Ganesha. They mocked Mother Kali. That is why I took the Mother Kali away from them. She's seated here today. Sita. She was from ISKCON. And she was on a second year degree from ISKCON, yes? Sita?
Yes.
Sita was going to get a second year degree from ISKCON, but she did not know who Lord Sriman Narayan is. You understand? So just wait a few minutes. I want to make you nice and ISKCON hungry. So again, when you go out there, look at my devotees. Although they insulted me venomously, they didn't utter a word because they come from good parents, good grandparents, and a super good. Good parents, good grandparents, good great-grandparents. So although their guru was insulted worse than the insult that they are accusing me of insulting their guru, all right, I did it on social media. This insult was live there. And no, not one ISKCON devotee had the guts to stop this. Not that they did not have the guts, they were all complicit of ambushing me. But look, they gave me the opportunity of this discourse. Alright? They gave me the opportunity of this discourse. And if they don't apologize, that female who invited me, and I accepted this invite, I'm going to send this discourse on the WhatsApp, and I want her to watch it. And if they don't apologize for this ambush, then for the next 100 discourses, I'm going to show you the difference between Swami Prabhupada and myself. I'm going to show you the difference between Swami Prabhupada and myself. Do you understand? I'm going to take every work of his, like this Bhagavad Gita. I'm going to take every work of his, like the Bhagavad Gita, and I'm going to show how it is disconnected with the mainstream Sanatana Dharma. I'm going to prove that this institution is not Sanatana Dharma. I'm going to prove with scriptures. Norman, don't stop coming next week. We won't get attacked. Nobody can attack this guru, and nobody can attack this ashram. Never happen. Alright? So, whilst I'm holding this Bhagavad Gita, who did Lord Sri Krishna speak the Bhagavad Gita for?
Arjuna.
No, to who? Through Arjuna, to who? To mankind. Alright? I got quite a few of this as it is Bhagavad Gitas. I'm going to give it to you. According to Swami Prabhupada, Lord Sri Krishna only spoke this Bhagavad Gita for ISKCON. For every commentary on the Bhagavad Gita is for ISKCON. Lord Sri Krishna never spoke the Bhagavad Gita for ISKCON. He spoke it for all of humanity. This Bhagavad Gita was supposed to be read in a mosque. It is being read in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is learning the Mahabharata and the Ramayana. Both the Mahabharata, the Ramayana and this Bhagavad Gita is for all of mosque, church, every religion that appears in this world. The Bhagavad Gita was supposed to synthesize with all of humanity. But if you read ISKCON literature, it is only for them. It is only for them. It shows, it means that only what Prabhupada wrote is the truth. Do you understand?
Yes.
Prabhupada is a saint. He is a Vaishnavite saint. He is not God. God appeared. He had ample opportunity to endorse Swami Prabhupada. They say, what they said, David? That no one can match Swami Prabhupada. He was empowered by the Supreme Lord. Nobody can touch him. Nobody can get anywhere near him. He was an empowered devotee of the Supreme Lord. I'm going to show now and prove Shakti. Jessica, Shakti or Mahashakti? We're going to prove Shakti wrong. You think we must prove him wrong?
Yes.
It's on video. I'll only stop if I get a written apology. You think that's right?
Yes.
If this delegation apologizes to me with a register of all the people that was in that shrine, with their signatures, that two that offended me very badly, they can write for the fat one, G-string 1, And for the thin one, G-string, 2 if they don't want to give the name. But if we don't have a written apology for the ambush, then every week, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to show you that that Swami Prabhupada's entire works has nothing to do with the Vedas. It's a religion on its own. But in his commentary, he writes these are Vedic injunctions. Do you understand? So this is my stance on it. You see, one Krishna Ashtami, Lord Sri Krishna himself appeared out of his photograph and started dancing. And we have video evidence. You can take it to forensics. And see. And I'm saying I'm the only guru in the world in whose ashram Lord Sri Krishna danced, and it is captured on video. And then in the same Krishna Janmashtami week, we used to feed our angels program, so the devotees should bring loaves of bread. We should butter the bread after satsang, and next morning I should go and deliver it. And I warned the devotees, look at the bread, because Lord Sri Krishna came in his baby form and he kicked the bread, all the bread toppled over. But before he did that, I warned the devotees. That's on video. You can do a forensic. All our satsangs are live. This satsang is live. It cannot be dissected and put back to facilitate a particular narrative. On Mahashivaratri, Lord Sri Krishna came out of his photograph and started dancing. This again is evidence. And you can take it to science, any science lab you want, and show that what I am saying has been manipulated. Also, this happened whilst we were live. And there are thousands of miracles that happened here that did not happen elsewhere. You understand? So I'm coming with this authenticated background. If Lord Shiva appears in my ashram, what is he telling the world, Norman? What is he telling the world if he appears in my ashram? What is Lord Shiva telling the world? Guru Acharya Sham Ramanuji is my connection. Yes?
Yes.
And if Lord Shiva appeared here, what he said? Lord Krishna appeared here, what he said? He said, I know this man. I wanted to use the 3-letter word to say friend, but now we're talking about G-strings and I use that word to just mess up this discourse. They might say we are obscene. It starts with a B, you know. So I've been endorsed. Endorsed by the live appearance of the Supreme Lord here in South Africa. I also went to Mathura. I performed a live miracle in the Durga temple in Mathura. And wasn't where else? Hanuman temple at the Bangar forest, live as well. Everything of ours is live and evidential. I didn't go in one corner somewhere and start this ashram. If I wanted to be a guru, did I need to associate myself with Guruji? No, I didn't.
No.
If I wanted to be a fake guru, will I I'm the first. Norman, here again. I've completed quite a few world firsts. I'm the first satsang to have went on Facebook. When Facebook started. I'm the first satsang to go live on Facebook when Facebook Live started. And the very first Facebook Live, Vasan, that time Vasan was the photographer, cameraman, was the Om Namo Narayan mantra which I distributed to the world live. I'm the first guru to do that. Where you can find that, Norman? Evidence is there. It is there. No dreaming. In this philosophy of Asantya, Veda, Abeda, there were quite a few dreams. There was quite a few dreams. I haven't dreamt. I'm giving you scientific facts, scientific proof. We download these videos and we'll show you. You send it for forensics to see whether we, what you call that? Manipulated the video in any way. Remember, you can't manipulate a life. You can't manipulate a life. So I'm the only foreign guru in the world to have went to India and performed miracles in India. I'm saying it now because they tested how authentic I am. They tested how authentic I am. So I went back quickly to that story. I just want to complete. Even Vasan's fish salad is now entering my mind. All right, so there'll be a closure soon. So we said that Buddhism stopped unnecessary killing of animals. Adi Shankar Acharya's Advaita philosophy stopped Buddhism and brought him to partial Vedas. Lord Sri Ramanuj re-established the Vedic injunctions as per Veda Vyas when he compiled the Vedas whilst Lord Sri Krishna was around. Whilst Lord Sri Krishna was around. And when Lord Sri Krishna was asked what is the antidote for Kali Yuga, Lord Sri Krishna did not say ISKCON. Lord Sri Krishna did not say ISKCON. Kali Yuga is 432,000 years. Lord Sri Krishna at the advent of Kali Yuga, just after he left, Kali Yuga came in. He asked the grandfather of Arjuna to state what is the antidote of Kali Yuga whilst he was on arrows, whilst he was choosing his time to live, whilst his soul was choosing his time to leave his body. He had full arrows on him. He was on an arrow bed. And he said, the 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu. What is the antidote of Kali Yuga? The 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu, not the 1,000 names of Lord. Do you understand where I'm going? This question was asked when Lord Krishna was on earth. And if ISKCON was the antidote to Kali Yuga, don't you think Lord Krishna would have said, my Maha Mantra to Kali Yuga? Don't you think Lord Krishna himself would have said, chant my mantra 16 times a day? Did he say that? Did he say that? He didn't say that. What it means? It's untrue. Anything else about him is untrue. Yes, it's untrue. Because anything If God wanted to say it, he would have said it himself. He was asked a specific question. He was asked specifically what is the antidote for Kali. And he gave a specific answer. 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu. And the only person that heard him, and you can go to his house now, and you hear the 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu played, is Vasudeva. Vasan. He listened to Lord Vishnu. And that is all you need. That is all you need. Quietly play the 1,000 names of the Vishnu Sahasra. You see where the Guru is going. Can you see the confusion caused by ISKCON? First, they denigrate all the deities. They call the deities demigods. Is demigod a good word?
No.
Huh? Is it not insulting? Do you understand? They relegated the cosmic administrators of God. They insulted them and they became superior. At one time when I was an ordinary person, hey, I thought these people, I need to learn the Vedas from them. Honestly, I thought for me to learn the Vedas, I must get it from ISKCON. So I went to ISKCON. And I said, please, I need to read the Srimad Bhagavatam. And the Prabhu said, you know what? It only comes by order. Come here in 2 weeks. Come here in 2 weeks when the order is here, but come with 4,000 rand. Have it, cash. So if it comes, I'll give it to you. I went there with the money in my cubby, and he brought a box of Srimad Bhagavatam and gave it to me. Little realizing that it is a very small part of the Vedas. So even I, when I was an ordinary man, I was impelled to think that ISKCON is the custodian of the Vedas. Today I can stand here and tell you that they have absolutely nothing to do with the Vedas. They have their own scriptures. So I'm going to go back. So when Swami Prabhupada tried to teach that philosophy in India, it got rejected. The Veda, the Asintya Veda philosophy, he tried it for 8 years, it got rejected. Then he went overseas. Did he spread bhakti in the Western world? Honestly, did he spread bhakti yoga in the Western world? Yes or no? Yes. Yes, he did. He did. When he went to America, he converted the hippies into bhakti yoga. Then he sent them around to the Western world, and people came to know what bhakti yoga is. Did he do good for his time? Did he do what Buddha did? Did he do what Shankaracharya did? But is it sustainable now? So like how succeeding acharyas refuted the previous teachings, although they had the value, I am now refuting the teachings of ISKCON. It's part of Sanatan Dharma. What I am doing is part of Sanatan Dharma. So what ISKCON need to do, and this is why you would have heard me say, Prince, and all of those that were present there, I said, let us start engaging. Whilst they were bashing me, you'll see in the video, whilst they were bashing me, they were trying to prove that I am not an authentic Acharya. I still continue to tell them, would love, let us engage. And if we engage and they understand, because they can understand with me or they can understand through AI. Either way, they're going to understand. Do you understand? Right? So we could have softened the blow. I didn't have to do it on social media. We could have sat to them and said, see, these are the things that ISKCON need to do. You need to remove the word demigods from your vocabulary. You need to remove the words that you all are following the Vedas. I have no problem. I have no problem with them doing what they're doing. But don't lie to the world, these are Vedic injunctions. Do you understand? Don't lie to the world, these are Vedic injunctions. So I'm going to, in the next few minutes, I'm going to complete. So what does founder tell you? The word founder, what it tells you? By whom? Man. Founder means man in world. Vedas absolutely clear, no man involved. Vedas, no man involved, essence of the Supreme Lord. Right? That's the Vedas. Once somebody say this was founded, man involved. So the Veda philosophy was founded by a saint called Bhaskara in the 8th century. Before that, that philosophy was not known. So if it is founded by a man, what it means? Not part of the Vedas. Not part? Yes, you can have your own philosophy, like religion. I'm saying you can have your own philosophy, I got no problem. But don't associate it with the Vedas. So Bhaskara in the year 800 founded the Abheda philosophy. Madhva Acharya in the 13th century founded Gaudiya Vaishnavism. But hear this now. When he founded or when he postulated his philosophy, Lord Sriman Narayan is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Where this is now? In the Brahma Gaudiya philosophy of Madhva Acharya. Of Madhva Acharya. Because you heard this man, what he said? It's there on tape. Shakti. What he said? We belong to the Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya, Sampradaya. And I'm saying you don't. What I'm saying? You don't. Alright, and I'm proving it now quickly. Because Madhva Acharya postulated Lord Sriman Narayan as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, if you go against your Guru, it is an offense. If you create a philosophy against a system, it is an offense. Is it not?
Yes.
Is it logical? Is it common sense?
Yes.
Can AI understand this? Can artificial intelligence understand this?
Yes.
Yes, because everything is computed there. Alright? Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, a saint, was born in the 15th, 16th century. And he is the founder of the Asintya Beda Abeda philosophy. If you don't believe me, ask AI. How many of you got AI it? How many of you got data? Just go on your phone and ask who is the founder of Asintya Abeda Beda. And AI, not a human being, AI will tell you Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, a saint in the 15th century or 16th century. If AI knows this, how bad is this? No? If artificial intelligence knows the absolute truth, how bad is what I am talking about? Do you understand? So again I said, the Vedas have no founder. It is the essence of the Supreme Lord, and even when the Supreme Lord is born, he must follow the Vedas. He must. Lord Ram, did he follow the Vedas?
Yes.
Lord Krishna, did he follow the Vedas?
Yes.
Then how can a saint be born and postulate a philosophy out of the Vedas? Am I making sense? If God can't do that, it is illegal for the Supreme Lord to change the Vedas. It is illegal and unlawful of the Supreme Lord to change the Vedas. Then what it is of a saint to change the Vedas? Are you understanding? Because because the Lord is supreme and perfect, when he makes a law, he has to live by it. Yes? If he don't live by his own laws, Norman, when you tell your son come home before 10, and your father told you come home before 10, you came at 2 in the morning, you think you can whack your lighting? You have to follow the same rules. Yes or no? You understand? So similarly, otherwise you won't be a perfect father. When you tell your dad, Tata told me about you. What you can tell him? You understand what I'm talking about? So God is principled, He is supreme, He is scientific, and He is absolute. And even when He made His rules, He enters Sanatana Dharma through the Vedas. And He leaves Sanatana Dharma through the Vedas. He does not move the Vedas 1 millimeter. So I'm saying there's two founders. One founded Veda in 800, and one founded, sorry Sita, I don't know what you would have been doing with your degree that you would have got from there. Thank God you are in baby class, you're learning small things. Alright? So there were two founders, and then in the year 1800, Thakur Vinoda, he was yearning for spirituality in Bengal. And it took him 8 years to get a copy of the Srimad Bhagavatam. It took him 8 years, he couldn't get a copy. And a copy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's biography. So he took the Srimad Bhagavatam and he took the copy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's biography and he postulated this philosophy which he handed over to his son, Siddhanta Saraswati. And Siddhanta Saraswati handed over these writings of Bhakti Vinoda Thakur, who was a saint, a magistrate, and a human being. He wrote these things down, and in his head he was looking for God. In his head he was looking for God, and he meditated and meditated and meditated, and to him, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the Supreme Lord. To this individual, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became the Supreme Lord. And these writings moved from him to his son, from his son to Prabhupada, and from Prabhupada around the world. Do you understand? Founder 8th century, founder 15th or 16th century, and then Vinoda Thakur, he compiled these works and he had hundreds of writing. He was a poet, he was a writer, he was a good man, he was a divine man, but he did all of this outside the Vedas. All of this is outside the Vedas. And this is the teaching that is now promulgated by ISKCON. And I am refuting it in its entirety. I am refuting it in its entirety because Sanatana Dharma got scriptural laws. Sanatana Dharma got scriptural laws, and I am going to use the scriptural laws to reject all of this. So to sum up, do you understand? You can see your Guru's stance in what he's doing. I am the protector of the Vedas currently in this point in time in life, in the Western world. I am the protector of the Vedas. I need to protect the Vedas from anything that is ambiguous. From anything that is ambiguous. The Vedas is not ambiguous. It is not ambiguous. So I'm just going to read a verse to close off. And again, this is from the Bhagavad Gita of who? Swami Prabhupada. Alright? He writes, and I'm just going to read this verse. Chapter 4, verse 1. The personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna said, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to the sun god, Visvasan, and Visvasan instructed it to Manu, the father of mankind, and Manu in turn instructed it to Ikshvaku. This supreme science was, verse 2, this supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession, and saintly kings understood it that way. But in the course of time, the succession was broken, therefore the science as it appears to be lost. 3. This very ancient science of the relationship with the Supreme is today told by me to you because you are my devotee as well as my friend and can therefore understand the transcendental mystery of science. Do you understand? What is Lord Sri Krishna saying here? What is he saying? This Bhagavad Gita can never be doctored. Is he saying that? Is he saying that? He is repeating the Bhagavad Gita that he spoke to Visvasan 120 million years ago. How long? That same information have to come down in disciplic succession. Show me where a founder fits in, and show me where a philosophy fits in. If the Lord himself, confirmed by Prabhupada, he translated these verses. The Supreme Lord is saying that the Bhagavad Gita cannot be doctored. Is he saying it or not? Yes. Do you understand? Yeah. And throughout this Bhagavad Gita, you see Swami Prabhupada said that this Bhagavad Gita is for Krishna consciousness. Who is Krishna consciousness? ISKCON. Which is untrue. Which is untrue. So we end off by saying that yes, it was necessary for Swami Prabhupada. The Western world, you can't tell them that there are 10 avatars of God when you're teaching them. You just give them a Bhagavad Gita, you can change. Wherever there's Narayan, you say Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, if you are spreading bhakti throughout the world. Alright? And I can accept that for him to spread bhakti around the world, he tampered with the Bhagavad Gita. He tempered with the Bhagavad Gita. Quickly, his job was to quickly spread bhakti around the world. He did it successfully. Remember, he is a devotee of Lord Sriman Narayan. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a devotee of Lord Sriman Narayan. Bhaskara is a devotee of Lord Sriman Narayan. Buddha is Lord Sriman Narayan himself. Everything is Lord Sriman Narayan. And currently in the world today, I am a disciple of my Guru and I'm also a devotee of Lord Sriman Narayan. So on the Guru front, there's no problems. On the Guru front, there's no problems. You think Swami Prabhupada and I are not in communication?
Yes.
You think Swami Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and I are not in conversation? Do you understand? So don't get in like Malema. You saw Malema fighting with Ramaphosa in Parliament. But when they meet outside, shake hands, they hug each other. You saw that? So don't take this personal. We are gurus. We are doing our job. Swami Prabhupada refuted Advaita. I'm refuting him. He got no problem with it. He got absolutely no problem. Like you get lawyers. One lawyer will be a prosecutor. The other lawyer will be the defense. Lunchtime, both the lawyers are catching a good chow together. You saw that? That's how it's with the gurus. The guru principle, all the gurus are Vaishnavites. A Vaishnavite guru postulates a non-Vaishnavite philosophy because he is instructed to do that. So don't think gurus fight with gurus. No. We are like lawyers. We represent whatever is given to be represented. That is all. So I'm saying this with love, and I'm talking to these ISKCON people again that invited us. I'm going to send this discourse through to you. If you apologize for the ambush, we'll reconsider our stance. If you do not respond, if you do not apologize, that means you are sticking with your guns, then I'll have to prove to you how authentic I really am. Is it fair? All of you here, my disciples? You think that's right? We've given them an opportunity. They were nasty to us, they ambushed us. It was a vulgar situation in a shrine. I don't think any shrine in the world witnessed what happened there on that day. Alright? It's not a place where these things happen. So this is what I'm going to do. And happy Father's Day. This ashram always makes you hungry. Now you are materially hungry. This discourse fed your soul. When you go home, I connect it to your soul. Only a bona fide Vaishnavite guru can touch your soul. Only a bona fide Vaishnavite guru can touch your soul. Do you understand? All of you? So now you can feed your vehicle. The driver is fed already. Driver is fed. That soul is driving your body. I fed it. Now go and feed your vehicle. Put petrol. We might have to make a few trips here and there. Alright? Vasan, thank you very much for reminding me of the fish salad. Otherwise this discourse was going to go for another 2 or 3 hours. Jai Sriman Narayan. So